At Epworth, we value, recognise and celebrate the vital contribution nurses and midwives make in providing excellent care to our patients every day. Let's take a look.
In 1912, Reverend William Palamountain dreamt of building a hospital which would become a landmark in Melbourne. The hospital was built through philanthropy and community spirit, with a £6,000 donation from Sir Aaron Danks enabling the purchase of a mansion on Erin Street in Richmond. It was later transformed into an operational hospital of 25 beds, opening on 27th of February 1920 with just 5 staff members. Being of a strong, formidable and dedicated disposition has always been critical to care at Epworth. Ethel Gray, the first matron of the hospital, appointed in 1920, was no exception. She had a very pragmatic approach, embracing the now familiar Epworth purpose: every patient matters. The matrons of Epworth were the backbone of the hospital, particularly during those formative years. They were inspiring nurses who dedicated their lives to the running of the hospital. As the 1950s approached, Epworth had become a leading employer in healthcare. 1988 saw the last graduation of Epworth School of Nursing, as the government moved nursing education to universities nationwide. Now, with more than 1,600 beds across multiple sites, a lot has changed, but the dedication to patient care has never been stronger.
I've been doing this role for over 10 years now. You end up getting into a lot of areas that are quite sensitive for these patients. You get a confident build up with them and you catch up on a lot of things that they probably wouldn't tell the normal person walking down the street. So it's a really sensitive area, and to be privileged to be that person for the ears and hearing and everything like that. And sometimes support and even sometimes intervention to at least help these people get support once they're home into areas, because they're very isolated at times. So I get immense satisfaction out of knowing that they feel confident with me and I'm an aid and an assist for them.
At Epworth, we are fortunate to have amazing, highly trained specialty nurses. At 53% of our workforce, nurses and midwives make up the largest single group within our organisation. They have access to a large range of options for career development, where they can work in cardiac, critical care, midwifery, oncology, orthopaedics, perioperative, rehabilitation and paediatrics.
I did my graduate nurse year at Epworth Richmond in 2015. And then the following year I did an Introduction to Speciality Practice program in ICU. Then I was lucky enough to receive a scholarship to go on and do postgraduate studies in intensive care through Deakin, supported by Epworth Richmond, which was an amazing opportunity. I think making a difference in a patient's experience in hospital, like, it's quite a scary environment and people are quite vulnerable, and so actually being able to alleviate people's anxieties by talking to them and using your expertise to be able to enhance their understanding, which can in turn make them feel more comfortable about what's going on with them or what's happening to them.
Finding new and better treatments for patients is crucial to improving patient outcomes. Ensuring our nurses and midwives are ready to face all patient care scenarios is essential.
Epworth's been a very supportive environment since I started. When I first started at Brighton, to provide the support that we needed along the way. There's constant education sessions going on. Last year I did a specialist course in rehab nursing. The fact that our knowledge is constantly being refreshed means that we're able to deliver the right levels of support to the patient as required.
We have dedicated clinical skills and simulation facilities located at Epworth Richmond, Epworth Eastern, Epworth Geelong and Epworth Freemasons for students and staff wanting to enhance their clinical skills and knowledge.
I've been really fortunate to be able to see undergraduate nurses come through to do placements and also clinical skills within this environment. Now I see them as assistant nurse unit managers, so I've seen their growth throughout the period of time that I've been here over the last 10 years. And it's just gorgeous to see. I love when fellow students pop up and see us in the corridor and go, "Oh, hi Tess, remember me when I was a student?" Yeah, I'm very proud, very proud.
The first baby was born at Epworth Richmond on the 20th of April 1930. Today, Epworth Freemasons is renowned for its excellence in maternity care. Our experienced midwives support our patients through pregnancy and the birth of their baby in a warm and welcoming environment.
What I love most about working in the birth suites is being able to be with families as they welcome their new children into the world, and just seeing the pure emotion and happiness of meeting their new little bub. As a midwife here at Epworth, we get a lot of support and opportunities given to us. We have a lot of midwifery graduates coming through, so they may be direct entry midwives, or they might be postgrads who have returned to study to do their midwifery. We offer them ongoing opportunities in terms of ongoing employment, and that is, we have a really great uptake for our grads as they finish their grad year.
Given the reputation of our hospitals in providing education to future nurses and midwives, our graduate support program is oversubscribed every year. In 2023, we were once again able to welcome over 250 new nurses and midwives to Epworth, with a successful orientation event held at the landmark MCG. Clinical and leadership pathways provide opportunities for staff to develop their skills by undertaking introduction to specialty practice courses in a variety of specialties, the Advanced Practice Program and the Transition to Specialty Practice, or TSP.
It's really important that we combine evidence-based practice, innovation and research to ensure that our nurses can be the best that they can be to deliver the best possible patient care. We are quite unique in that we have an early years group manager that looks at a lot of benchmarking and best practice opportunities for our graduates to make sure that our program is tailored to the workforce needs, but also to the graduate needs as well.
Our nurses and midwives also have access to one of the largest scholarship and grants program offered at a private healthcare organisation. The Epworth Medical Foundation is committed to investing in the development of Epworth nurses and midwives, providing in excess of $4 million of funding for internal grants every year.
Recognition comes in a number of forms, and it can be really simple things like a thank you, but it can also be the scholarship program and the applications people put in for that. It can be creating opportunities for staff development. Patient care is one aspect to it, and seeing a successful outcome for the patient. But the other key part of this role is also what you see in the development of staff and the opportunities you create for them. And that's really key to this role, because it's not about looking at the role that I'm in, it's about looking at the role that people can fulfill in the future and the succession planning for the staff and their growth and development.
Our ultimate purpose is to ensure that through education, research and development of new service models, Epworth and our staff remain at the forefront of healthcare delivery, providing our patients with the best possible care each and every day. Epworth has an inclusive culture where diversity is embraced, and our nurses and midwives are encouraged to bring their true selves to work. Epworth staff now speak 50 different languages, and our people were born in 28 different countries. Another positive change over the years is the steady increase of men in the nursing profession. Male nurses at Epworth have followed a variety of specialty and leadership pathways, many commencing through the Graduate Support Program and proudly remaining an employee at Epworth for years to come.
When I first started here in 2010 as a grad, I still remember that day very vividly. My first day on the cardiac unit, I was so nervous and completely overwhelmed, and not knowing that there's such a great team waiting there for me to embrace me, to teach me, to mentor me. It's such a fantastic experience as a graduate nurse on the floor.
From humble beginnings in Erin Street to today, Epworth remains committed to serving the community. Epworth nurses and midwives deliver care to our patients every day. They are valued for their compassion, integrity and excellence. Our nurses and midwives are a vital part of a team that forms a culture of care across our hospitals. As we celebrate our past and embrace our future, Epworth will always support our nurses and midwives to grow, develop and succeed. Forever motivated by our purpose, every patient matters.
What a great demonstration of the difference that nurses and midwives make in providing compassionate care. Thank you for all you do.